electrify my body and you're making me feel like I'm so electric. Everything you do is making me blow, blow, blow. Don't know what to do about it, can't seem now to live without it. All I wanna do is just no, no, no. You suffocate my mind and now my atmosphere is crowded, and you being here is making me blow, blow, blow. You penetrate my space and now I'm looking out of place and you're making it hard.
What's up guys, Jake here from HookahRev.com, bringing you a video review for a brand new Shisha that was released, well, a line of Shisha, Tangiers BIRQUQ line. So it's the green label, that's what you're going to look out for. They released 5 new flavors in this line, and there's nothing new to report on the packaging other than, of course, the green color. Now, this one's called It's Like That Other Breakfast Cereal. There's, for those that do smoke Tangiers and are familiar with it, there's a Tangiers flavor called It's Like That One Breakfast Cereal, which a lot of people describe to be like Fruit Loops or Tricks. So I think the majority said Fruit Loops, actually. Now, this one, I got this about a week ago. I've been a little bit lazy to actually get this one going right away, which is completely my fault. Well, not lazy, but busy. But yeah, so I've had this one for about a week. I've played with it. So I've been able to smoke the 3 different flavors that I picked up, just to kind of test the different methods of packing and, you know, which bowl works best in, and of course the heat management. Now the thing about the BIRQUQ line is that you're going to need 3/4 of the heat that you normally would with Tangiers. Now that's a very specific formula, so that just goes to show that this is a different formula of tobacco, and it does smoke and takes a little bit of different care to actually get this one smoking properly. So in the best interest of doing the reviews here, I've got it set up in my normal setup here. KM Heart of the Lion Tri-Metal, 3 Coconaras, my small Tangiers funnel bowl, and I don't know if you can see that on camera, but I've actually got the coals now that has been going for about 20 minutes. 2 propped on the side and 1 propped flat, or 1 placed flat. So that just goes to show that there is a bit of heat management issues. Sorry, I've got my cat doing a little voiceover cameo in this video. Yeah, maybe he'll make a special feature and jump up, but maybe not. So I've got it in a plastic Tupperware container, and yeah, this is the best way to store it. Hang on, I'm gonna cut because the cat's gonna annoy me and it's gonna annoy you for the rest of the video. 2 seconds. Okay, now that we got the extra guest excavated from the room. So anyways, Tupperware container is the best way to actually store them after you take them out of the bag. There's, from my experience, no acclimating necessary to this. It smelled fresh right out of the bag. The cut was a little bit different than, not the cut, but the actual Shisha was a little bit different than regular Tangiers or Lucid. It was a little bit browner and lighter in color, and it was actually, I noticed it to be a little bit more oilier than normal. So, I mean, that's not, I don't even know what I can say about that, other than that it's just a little bit different, because I am not a chemist. I cannot tell you exactly what that will do, other than explain to you how it relates in comparison to the other Tangiers. So the smell of this was very similar to breakfast cereal from Tangiers. Now, the one thing I did notice about this is the citrus smell came out a lot more. So I'm getting a lot of like lime, orange, kind of like that kind of citrus. It's still very true to a breakfast cereal flavor from Tangiers, but there's a lot more citrus in it, and I've noticed the smell to be a lot sweeter, as did I notice in the other Tangiers flavors other than Cashmere Peach from BIRQUQ, because of course that's not that sweet of a flavor to begin with. But yeah, I noticed this to be a much sweeter flavor, well, not much sweeter, but sweeter flavor than let's say like any other regular line of Tangiers. Which might be a different appeal, so it might appeal to a different crowd actually. So like I said, now it's been going for about 22 minutes, because I've been rambling, and I'm just going to show you some of the cloud outputs and tell you a little bit about the heat management issues. So yeah, it's going up a little bit harsh, to be honest with you right now. What I've noticed is I've loaded it in the small funnel bowl just for you guys, because that's, you know, there's a tutorial out there. I've got a tutorial out there for how to smoke Lucid in a funnel bowl, and I always use a small. I use my small for Nor, I use my small for Lucid, but the BIRQUQ, it's not going to work the best for you. The heat management is just, in my opinion, a little bit too much. So actually best results you're going to get out of an alien funnel bowl with 2 coals. So I can't seem to get it down pat, and I've tried this a few times out of my small. Loading it a little bit denser than Lucid is what you're going to want to do for this. So you can definitely check out the video. I'll post a link to it as to how to load Tangiers in a funnel. You want to load it a little bit denser than that. So you're going to get a lot of flavor from this. So I'm going to speak based off of what I've tasted in the past. This one is burning a little bit. So you're going to get a lot of flavor out of this. It's much sweeter. As I mentioned, the flavor definitely does come out well. You get a lot of that citrus, burst, and of course the darker undertone of Tangiers tobacco. Now the citrus, it blends a lot throughout the mix of the when you're actually smoking it. So it blends kind of different than how it smells. So it's coming out mixed up like a cereal. So that's one thing that Tangiers is good about, is making very accurate flavors. And yeah, it definitely comes out in the smoke. I'm gonna take one more puff. Yeah, best results out of the Alien. Next video that I'm going to do, I'm going to smoke it and show you guys out of an Alien. Just wanted to show you this because for all of you that follow the channel, you're probably going to assume that it smokes best out of a small Tangiers. Well, it doesn't really work the best. So yeah, Alien Bowl, two coconuts or 2 coconut coals is going to give you the best results. Overall for this, I mean, the longevity is good. You're gonna get a solid like 2-hour comfortable session out of it without going overboard. You could probably push it a lot further, or even just smoke it for a lot less time if that's what you want to do. But yeah, overall rating for this one, I'm gonna give this one an 80 out of 100. It was a very enjoyable flavor. I like that it was more sweet. For me personally, I was never that big of a fan of the breakfast cereal flavors, or of the breakfast cereal flavor. But that is just me, of course. But yeah, this is definitely comparable. For the fans out there for breakfast cereal, this is going to be good. And just play with the BIRQUQ line a bit. I think it's designed to save you more shisha and more coals, which is why it does seem to work better in smaller bowls. Maybe that's why Tangiers is coming out with that Pico bowl, that even smaller bowl. So one thing I do want to notice before I let you guys go is, so this is the packaging. And now you guys all know, for Nor and Lucid packaging, it pretty much just uses the same thing. You've got the red on one side and the yellow on the other side. Just one thing I just noticed. Green on this side, and there's purple on the other side. So I don't know if that's a little bit of a hint as to something else that might be released. So that I thought was pretty cool. But, yeah, until next time, this is Jake. See you guys later.